one-on-one battles. So everything that made us successful the first half of the game, kind of slipped in our game a little bit. Just didn't handle a couple key moments, I guess. But for us, I think this group, this might come at a good time as far as this is a great reminder of what's ahead of us. We're going to be in this situation again against good teams, playoffs, and you're up by 2, you're down by 1. I don't think there's a game can't change. You got to go out and look to win periods, create momentum, keep moving the game forward. And we didn't do a good enough job, so we'll look at a few of them, a few clips, I'm sure, and take this as a lesson. And this won't be a low point for us long. We'll be looking to right it and be better next time.
Was the early part especially good, 1 against that team and 2 against that goalie? It seems like you guys really fought to get those 3 goals.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we had a lot of other really good looks. So goalies played good. You're always trying to stick that next one in the net, and they made a few saves. At times, it kept us from breaking it open and extending the lead. And, guys, at those moments, we did a good job. Keep going for the next one, and just kind of let it slip there a little bit there.
From your perspective, is it just an off night for the PK, or is their power play just that good?
A little of both. I think we got a lot of trust in our PK, and they've shown it all year, so they'll bounce back. We got no worries there. They're a hard-working group. They're just committed to it, and they made a few plays on it tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
How did you see the third period there?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do much, and they did a lot.
How hard is that in a game like this, because they are so good? And we're all looking at it as like a playoff type game. Did it feel like a playoff type game?
Yeah, I mean, it felt chippy, but and we got to close it out.
Anything you can learn, anything you look at, as far as when you look at the film?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of details that will be visible in video. I'm sure they will take a look and try to address it.
How important was it to score those 3 goals against that team and against that goalie? It seems like you guys had to work really hard to get those.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't mean much. We blew a 3-goal lead, so it didn't mean much.
You have a lot of scoring chances in the first 2 periods, and then, of course, not as many in the third. Do you feel like you took your foot off the gas at all in the third there, or was it just them really pushing?
I think they were pushing. I mean, they were playing desperate, and we just couldn't match it in the third.
Pavelski said this is a good learning opportunity for you guys to understand that this is what playoffs could potentially look like. You're going to have these moments again. Is that a lesson that you guys can just take and push forward on?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. What are they? Are they first in the NHL? Yeah, so, I mean, not many opportunities. You're going to go by 3 goals against the best team in the league, and definitely is a learning experience.
So does it feel like this is one where you guys more or less kind of lost it for yourselves?
Sure, it's both. Yeah, a bit of both. Awesome.
How did you see the third period there?
It was an interesting game. I liked big parts of our game tonight. I thought we did a lot of things well. I think, obviously the third period, but when you look at the entire game, I think, we had opportunities to really extend the lead and put them away. I thought their goalie let them hang around, and that's what that team does. They find ways to win games. They did it in the playoffs last year like that almost every night, and I think we left the door open a crack for them in the third period, took a couple penalties, and that's all they need.
What about the penalty kill didn't hold up in the third period there?
Well, first off, I think with a 3-1 lead, you can't be taking penalties, so we can't give them 2 power plays in the last 10 minutes of a game. It's a good learning experience for us that way. And then if you do take penalties, you got to get the job done, whether it's a big save or, execution. The last one's a bounce off a skate. Those are going to happen, but, there's a couple little plays before that if we're a little sharper in our execution, maybe that doesn't happen. So penalty kill's been good all year. I think it's a good learning experience for our group.
Joe Pavelski said something similar about this being a good learning opportunity with the playoffs coming around. You play a game like that against obviously a playoff caliber team. Do you view it as that way as well?
Yeah, it's hard to view it that way, when it's fresh and raw like this, but it absolutely is. And, that's a very good team over there. And I thought we did a lot of really good things. I thought we exposed them in a bunch of areas tonight. We just didn't, finish off enough of the opportunities we had, but you have to credit their goalie. He made, I thought, a handful of huge saves.
One stat site I looked up had you guys with a 17-1 edge in high danger scoring chances
Yeah,
after the end of the second.
yeah,
What did they change in the third that didn't allow you guys to get there, or was it just that
yeah.
weren't trying to get to that part?
Well, I think there's a little bit of a natural reaction to sit on a lead a little bit, but you also know they're going to push. They weren't great through the first 40 minutes, and that's a proud team that knows how to win. And you knew they were going to push for the last 20 minutes. And even having said that, I didn't think we gave them a lot until we gave them the power plays. Okay, thank you.